Yesterday, I flipped on the news only to learn of another terrible, tragic story that scared the heck out of me. And it really hit home. And I want to share that with you, not because I want to scare you too, but my hope is to really get you starting to think about some things that maybe you weren't thinking about previously. So this is what happened. A father was traveling with his daughter, looking at colleges, as many of us do. It's what I'm doing right now. That's why it really hit home for me. I'm doing it. I know a lot of parents out there that are doing the same thing right now. And that's what this father was doing, as any, loving, caring parent does. He was checking out colleges with his daughter and was brutally murdered in the hotel lobby. Now, from what I heard, it wasn't as though he had anything to do with it at all. It was completely unprovoked. Unfortunately, it's one of those wrong place, wrong time type of things. And it's just disgusting, and it's tragic, and it's real. And this is the world that we live in today. And it scared the hell out of me because, like I said, it really hit home for me because that's what I'm doing right now. And I mean, how could I not think that could happen to me? That could happen to anybody. That could happen to my daughter's friends as they're out, traveling. And then, of course, my brain went to all of the countless hotels and all of the random places that I've been to over the years for hockey tournaments and baseball tournaments. I mean, you name it. We go all over, and sometimes we're not in the best of areas and we don't even know that. So we're not prepared. So it really got me thinking, and I'm not trying to exploit this absolute tragedy because God knows my heart really reaches out to this family, and I'm praying for them and just sending them a lot of energy of just peace and healing, and hoping that they can get through this. And I'm really also just hoping and praying that this father had enough foresight and motivation to plan for his family before it was too late. And what I mean is, I really hope that he had enough foresight and motivation to put something in place, to put some documents in writing, whether that's a will, whether that's a trust, whatever it is. I just hope that he did something so that his family now can grieve, but they don't have to at the same time deal with an extra mess of trying to figure out how they're going to survive and where the assets are and what they're going to do and if they have to go to court. I mean, who needs all of that on top of it? Nobody, right? As I know you can imagine. So I really hope that he got around to doing it before it was too late, because I know that this is something we all think about at one time or another, and it kind of lingers in the back of our minds, but it's easy to procrastinate and it's easy to put it off. So, last night when I heard this story, it really motivated me because it scared the heck out of me. And I will tell you that I do have a plan in place. I have a plan in place because I know that my family, I know that my children depend on me and rely on me. And I need to know that they're going to be cared for and that they're not going to be struggling, financially or otherwise. So I do have a plan in place. But what it motivated me to do was to get that plan out and review it and make sure that everything is the way that I want it to be. And sure enough, there was something that I needed to change. So I'm glad that happened. But I reviewed it. And so I wonder, and like I said, I'm bringing this up because I really want you to think about it as well. But I wonder where you are at. What are your thoughts? Have you taken steps to protect your family? Have you done things so that you can rest assured knowing that if some random, terrible, tragic accident happens to you, that the people that you love the most are going to be okay, that they're going to be cared for, that they're not going to have to deal with something else on top of having to grieve and get over the loss of you? So have you done that? And I really wonder. And if you haven't, I really wonder why you haven't. So if you have, please let me know. And if you have, I'd love for you to consider, whether you might need to make any changes to that, whether anything has changed in your life since you put that together, whether you've acquired any new property that maybe you didn't think about previously. Those are very important things to consider. And if you haven't done it, then I ask you to consider why. What's holding you back? Is it that you feel you don't need it? Is it money? Is it time? What is it? Let me know. I would love to hear from you, whether it's, you've already done it and you're great and you're good to go and you're glad, for the reminder, or you haven't done it because you XYZ, fill in the blank, you let me know. I would love to hear what is going on for you. And if you haven't done it, but this is resonating with you and you think about the same things and you're ready now to take that next step so that you are doing it before it's too late, because there's one thing that I can guarantee you. There's not many things I guarantee anybody, but one thing is I don't know when you're going to die. We are all going to die, and I don't know when that's going to be. So it's very important to take these steps now while you can. And if that sounds like something you want to do, please reach out to me. It's super simple. There'll be a button somewhere down in the comments or around this video, I'm sure, with a link that you can schedule. Super easy. Get on my calendar. Let's talk and let's get things sorted out for you. Because the last thing that I would ever want for any family out there to experience is the tragic loss that this family is going through. And then on top of that, having to deal with who owns the house, how are they going to survive, a court process, etc. Thank you.